My name is Gordon Schnelly. I joined the Marine Corps May 12, 1942 for 4 years and was discharged in May of 1946. I was fortunate enough to only fight in one battle. I was in the 2nd Marine Division, in the 3rd Marine Division, then in the EMPs in California. And when they formed the 5th Marine Division, I was assigned as a machine gunner with H Company, 3rd Battalion, 28th Marines. We landed on Iwo Jima on February 19th, 1945. There was 1st Battalion, 2nd Battalion, they went in first. And according to General Haynes, whom I met on the 61st Reunion of Honor, said the 3rd Battalion was the hardest hit because General Kurobayashi figured he'd get all the men ashore that he could before he started opening up. Excuse me. It took us 5 days to get to the end of the south end of the island, Mount Suribachi, and raise the flags. I was given support fire with a machine gun as they was going up and raised the first flag. That was about 10:30 in the morning. The second flag was raised about 12 o'clock. And when they raised the second flag, the Secretary of the Navy then was James Forrestal. He was aboard the flagship, Nimitz flagship. He was brought ashore. And he said when that flag was raised on Mount Suribachi, he said that will mean the Marine Corps for another 500 years. Well, after we secured the south end of the island, we started moving to the north, and that was 4.5 miles away. It took us 21 days to reach the north end of the island. So when you figure 21 days going 4.5 miles, that was pretty tough. But there was 17 men from Elgin that fought on Iwo Jima. I'd like to read their names for you. D. Ray Wilson, Navy. He operated a landing craft bringing troops ashore. He returned to Elgin. He was publisher of the Elgin Courier News. Another Navy man, Warren Sullivan. He's in the audience. Robert Chapman, killed in action, Marine. Harrison Geertz, Marines. Russell Gieske, Marines. Jack Petchow, Marines. Laverne Groneman, killed in action, Marines. Kenny Bow, Marines, killed in action. Vern Kohlberg, USMC. Gordon Snyder, USMC. He was associated with Snyder's Bowling Alley. Roland Rorson. Lester Kohlberg. Herb Funk, killed in action. Lawrence Giuliano, killed in action, Marines. Jack Siaco, Marines. Victor Anderson, Marines. Gordon Schnelly, Marines. When I had the opportunity to go back in March of this year, and these posters I made up for the 60th anniversary and gave to the relatives of the men that fought on Iwo Jima, and I thought if I ever got back, I would read their names on the beach on Iwo Jima. When I got back, my partner that went with me, Mark Abate, he videotaped me, and I read all these names standing on the beach of the men that fought there. Thank you. I have the sand bring around if anybody would care to look at it.
Black sand. Oh. Of course. Doesn't look like sand, does it?
No, it's volcanic.
I thought it was going to be this regular, you know.
It's volcanic ash is what it is.
Oh, it's volcanic ash.
Yeah.
Sand. Oh my God.
But they call it sand because you know it was on the beach.
Oh yeah.
Only 39 guys survived out of the 200.
Out of 266 men in our company, there was 39 of us survived.
Oh my God.
One thing that I will say, there was 266 men in H Company, which I was a part of, and out of 266 men, there was only 39 of us walked off the island. I have a flag at home that I took off the first Japanese soldier that I shot, and when we got back to Hawaii, I had those 39 men sign that flag. And I've got it at home in a frame that I made, 4 feet by 3 feet, with 39 survivors out of 266 men.
How many fatalities were there in the Iwo Jima?
There was just about 6,000 killed and almost 50,000 casualties. Of the 50,000 casualties, there was about 21,000 Marines killed. Japanese killed.